what's going on? What's happening? I know some of you all are kind of like confused because you're like, Langston, you said you were going to stop doing these videos about Atlanta and the violence and all the rest of that stuff. And you're right, I did say that. I'm not going to lie. And I'm glad you're holding me accountable for that. You know what I'm saying? But this particular story I had to cover. And the reason why is because it involved a child. And you know what's so funny? In this generation, right? You know, this day and time that we're living in, this generation has zero concern when it comes to the youth as well as the old. I realize that. So let me tell you what happened first, and then, we'll build on the, everything that I just mentioned. Somewhere in Atlanta, as usual, a guy is driving erratically, and GPI. I know some of you all don't know what GPI means. It's an acronym, stands for Georgia Bureau Investigations. You know what I'm saying? That's some separate thing. That's, it's all connected, but it's some separate thing that they have, outside of the state troopers and the regular police forces, plural, that they have in Atlanta. So the GBI saw this guy, driving erratically and radical or whatever, however you want to put it. And they decided they wanted to stop him. The guy led him on a wild goose chase. They wind up stopping the guy. The guy gets out of the car, pulls a gun out to attempt to shoot the police officers, plural. They wind up returning fire and wounding him. He's in a hospital. They're expecting for him to live. But lo and behold, who did he have in the passenger seat? No, it was in the back seat, excuse me. A little child. And for some odd reason, I don't know why, but this generation, or these generations that's, coming up, they have zero respect for the youth as well as the old. They do. There have been countless times that I've actually, those wagons. I got one of those wagons, for my daughter. Not the metal ones like how we used to have back in the days. You know what I'm saying? When you sit in them, it's like 90 something degrees outside and burn your damn ass off. Nah, it's one of them nylon joints. Like they're cheap looking, but they're expensive. It's that Radio Flyer or whatever that joint is. You can get it at Walmart. They're like $200. They're cheap looking. They're made. They're cheaply made, but they're expensive. Man, wagons back in the days, and my days now, I'm sounding old. But what, $30? And you got a real wagon, like a real wagon, metal wagon. Not that nylon shit that I got for $200. But I'm outside, I'm walking along the sidewalks. I'm doing everything perfectly legal. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a pedestrian that's walking with his children, right? I'm waiting until the cars pass by, before I cross the street. I'm stopping at the stop sign. I'm not jaywalking. And still, I have to watch my back as well as my children's, because people have zero concern when it comes to children and older people. Let me take it back. The elderly, women, and children, our society don't give a damn about them. Period. I don't care what happened to that dude. I hope he don't make it. The criminal. You put your, what's so funny, man? This is what's so crazy to me. And I just don't, as many years that I've been in this so-called quote-unquote woke conscious movement, right? We've been telling you all for the longest that they're putting subliminal messages in the movies. And not only that, people will follow any and everything. They don't care if it's the truth or a lie. So you're saying, well, Langston, what are you saying? Please tell me what you're saying, because you're not making sense. At the end of the day, let me tell you something. This is real talk. That scene from New Jack City, when Wesley Snipes grabbed that little baby at the wedding, I'm telling you, that's what sparked. That's what gave our society, I'll say at least our community, the black community, that spark. And ever since then, it's my opinion, don't crucify me. Don't nail me to the cross. But it's my opinion. Ever since that movie, people have just had, I'm saying a black community that is, there's a difference. There's a difference between non-blacks and regular black people. And it's a shame to say, but there are a lot of black people that look at movies, listen to music, and they imitate the art that they listen to and look at. And I'm telling you, that's where it started. From that point on, you were hearing stories about somebody. Matter of fact, to be real with you, that's crazy. They really got that scene from a real life story that took place in Brooklyn. Nobody cares about the old. Nobody cares about the youth. Nobody cares about the women. We don't. Let me tell you something about me. When I was a criminal, right? I did things, and whatever I did, and I got caught with, whatever I was doing that was wrong, I paid for it. That's it. I'm gonna pay for that. So, prime example, if I was on a wild goose chase with a police officer, I'm gonna stop. Why? Because I'm not gonna jeopardize someone else's life based on my wrong decisions. That's real talk. I'm just trying to understand why you just couldn't get out the car, man. Yeah, that was a smart decision to leave the cops on a wild goose chase, and then after that, once you get, I think he got into a wreck or something like that with another car. Once you get into a wreck, you get out of the car. You have zero concern about the little child that's in the car. Matter of fact, who is the little child? Who is the child to you? Because if that's your child, man, you give a brand new name to deadbeat dad. That's real talk. Shit, you don't. Not only do you want to be a deadbeat dad, but you want to have a deadbeat son. Like, his heart not beating anymore. Because when those cops shot at you, one of those bullets could have easily hit that child. But you weren't concerned about that. I'm pretty sure I know what you were concerned about. It's drugs. Commit more crime to do more drugs. Because you had to have been out of your goddamn mind to put that child in danger the way that you did. Whitney Houston said it in 86, one of them. She said, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them the beauty they possess inside. Give them the sense of pride to make it easier. Make children laughter. Someone, the greatest love of all is inside of me. In the 90s, we said no women and children. Real talk. In the 90s, I was cool with this dude from Baltimore. Back in the 90s, you know, you can tell actually where people were from based on how they dressed. You know what I'm saying? So the B-Moors, you know what I'm saying? The Baltimore dudes and the DC dudes, all they used to do is just wear their hats flipped up like that. And New Balances. They used to wear their hats flipped up, New Balances. And they wore polo boots. All of them wore polo boots, New Balances. I forgot what number that was. It was 557, whatever them joints. It was running sneakers. You know what I'm saying? New Balances. Their hats flipped up and they wore polo shirts and polo boots. But seriously, like back in the days, you could tell who was from where. Now you can't, because everybody's just one and the same. We said, when it came to diversity in everything, we just want to think the same, worship the same God, believe in the same God, drive the same car, wear the same makeup, wear the same clothes. It's this one world mentality. This is the reason why life sucks. At least for me. But yeah, man, let me get back on point. You know, he told me, he said, yo, on Sundays in Baltimore. Now, I don't know if this is still, you know, official, like this is law, but in the streets of Baltimore on Sundays, he said that, I don't know where in Baltimore, but he said that there was a time where, you know what I'm saying, on Sundays, there were no drug dealings, there were no shootouts, there was no nothing. Why? Because grandma, your mom, and the children had to walk to church on Sundays. And that was a day that they praised the Lord. Even criminals back in the 90s had some type of respect. Nowadays, you can get a bullet. 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 Yo, man, I was just going to the store to get some zucchini. I'm a vegetarian, you know what I'm saying? And zucchini for my... No, okay. Okay. You can go in there and get your stuff. But when you come out, you can get a vegetarian bullet. You're a vegetarian, so we're going to hit you with a vegetarian bullet. We got... So, yo, they got plant-based, no lie, this is my word, plant-based cigarettes. Of course, tobacco is a plant anyway, but you know, of course. Plant-based cigarettes. They got plant-based deodorant. They got plant-based lotion. They got plant-based soap. Hell, why not let the criminals have plant-based bullets so they can shoot a vegetarian like me? Because I don't want. I'd let in my ass unless it's a plant. Pause. I don't want nothing on my ass, to be real with you. But you know what I'm saying. Yeah, man, y'all criminals don't even have no respect, no decency or respect. Can I get the vegetarian bullet, please? I can't get that. Can I at least just choose where you gonna hit me at? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand you're doing a drive-by and you really can't, like, this guy's driving and you trying to, point at your you trying to point at your ops, but instead of you shooting the ops, you shot me. It's just, it's funny, but then again, it's not. It's sickening. And I urge you all to stay dangerous. No lie, when I'm at the gym, I'm looking. No lie. I keep my shit on me, no lie. That's real talk at all times. Cause you just never know, man. The purpose of this video is to let you all know. Take care of your loved ones. Take care of your loved ones. They just shot and killed this 74-year-old man. And he was mentally challenged at a gas station. I don't know what spot it was. It was probably about 2.5 hours from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what little small town it was, but they just shot and killed a fucking mentally ill 74-year-old man. So there's no rules and we're living in a lawless nation based on the criminals, man. That's real talk. Based on the criminals. It's like the criminals could do whatever they want to do. And the civilians are like caught in the middle of this cat and mouse chase. So you got the criminals over here, then you got the cops over here, and right in the middle, you got your regular civilians. And that's the point or the reason why I'm making these videos. Because I'm tired of you all putting in the comment section of every video I do about Atlanta and violence and stuff. Man, when you gonna stop talking about violence? When you gonna stop such a... I tell you what, the minute I stop talking about violence, it'll be the minute that you start listening. How about that? Because I do these videos for a purpose, for a reason. And I'm telling you, you have a woman, you have children, and you have your elders, you know what I'm saying? Your mom, your pops, your grandmother, your grandfather, your great-grandmother, your great-grandfather. If you have them still alive, protect them. By all means. Because I'm telling you, out here in these streets, nobody gives a damn about your loved ones except for you. Stay dangerous. 2A. My name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video.